Hi everybody, welcome to the explanations for Thomas Edison, the reading quiz for Monday. Hopefully by watching this video, you'll be able to understand any mistakes that you had and learn from those for next time. Watch the video, and if you still have any questions at the end, please do let me know. So question number one is practicing this new skill. What is the main idea of the passage? What is the main idea of the passage? And when we get a question like this, we should always start by looking at the options. A, Edison was a famous American. B, the American Thomas Edison worked hard and invented many things. C, Edison invented the electric light bulb. Now, as we look at the first paragraph, we see that Edison, he started school late and then he left school, but his mother taught him education. As we look at the second paragraph, we see that he started to work, and when he was working, he was also doing his own projects, that he made an electric vote recorder, which made voting faster, and then later he moved to New York. And the third paragraph says that he opened a laboratory, and in the laboratory he made a carbon microphone, and he made a phonograph, and also he made a light bulb that lasted longer. Now it says Edison invented the electric light bulb. Well, electric light bulb is here, but it is only in one paragraph. So this idea is too small to be the main idea of the passage. So we're looking at answer A or answer B. Answer A, Edison was a famous American. Well, we know that we can be famous as an actor, as a sports star, as a musician, as a writer, as a teacher, as a president. We can be famous in many different ways, but Edison was only a person that invented things. So the correct answer for this question is B. Thomas Edison worked hard and invented many things because this is about working and this is about inventing. So that means that B covers most of the ideas in the passage. Question two, where? So where was Edison born? So Thomas Alva Edison was born in Milan, Ohio. We see that word born here, and we match that down to the question, born. And so you should have written Milan or Milan, Ohio. Milan is the town, Ohio is the state, like Mesop Tak or Pa'an Karen State. So because it doesn't ask you for the city or for the state, it just says where was he born, you are okay to write Milan or Milan, Ohio or Ohio. Any of those answers would be okay because this question is not specific. Question three. Why? Why did Edison need to leave school? Why is looking at the reason for something. Why did this happen? Well, look here. 3 months later, Edison was removed from school. So if you are removed, then you leave. Because it's going to show us the reason why. Because he could not pay attention to his teacher. So the answer would be he could not pay attention to his teacher. For this one, if you did put a capital letter and a full stop, I don't mind because he is the subject, could not pay is the verb, and attention is the object. So actually, this is a whole sentence by itself. So if you copied it from the text without a capital letter and a full stop, you are correct. If you put a capital letter and a full stop, you are also correct because this is a full sentence with a subject and a verb and an object. Question 4. When? So we're looking for a date or a time. Did Edison open his own laboratory? Well, we see his own laboratory here, don't we? In this third paragraph. So we can match that to the laboratory in the question. And at the beginning of the sentence, we have the time, in 1876. So the answer that you need is 1876. Question 5. Which state did Edison open his laboratory in? Well, it says he opened his laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Menlo Park is not going to be the state name. Menlo Park could be the town or the district or the village, but it is not going to be the state name. For question 5, we needed to write down New Jersey. New Jersey is one of 50 states of America. And when we start to look at American history, we'll start to learn the state names. So this might become more familiar to you later in the year when you arrive in Brighter Futures. Question 6. In what year, again we're looking for a year, did Edison invent a machine for both recording and playing sound? Well, we have 1876, we have 1877 to 78, we have 1877, and we have 1879. We have 4 different years in this last paragraph. But we're looking for a machine that could record and play sound. So record and play sound is here. So we match that down to the question, and then we work backwards to find when this happened. So the answer would be 1877. Question 7. Edison's mother was important for encouraging him to learn, true or false? So let's go back to the first paragraph. His mother is introduced here. His mother was a teacher, and she taught Edison at home. Edison's mother helped him become motivated for learning. He was a good student to her. So Edison's mother taught him. Edison's mother helped him to become motivated. So the answer would be true. Edison's mother did encourage him to learn. Question 8. Edison's mother was a full-time inventor, so she encouraged Edison to study. A full-time inventor. But we just read Edison's mother was a teacher in Canada. She was a teacher. She was not an inventor, not somebody who made things. So yes, she did encourage him to study, but no, she was not a full-time inventor. So this sentence is false. Question 9. Edison was a manager at the Western Union Company. So Western Union, we read that in the second paragraph, so we matched that to the question Western Union. Edison moved east and began to work for the Western Union in Boston, Massachusetts, as a telegraph operator. It does not say manager. So yes, he worked for the Western Union Company, but no, he was not a manager. So question 9, the answer is false. Question 10. When Edison worked for Western Union, he didn't do any work on his own. He didn't do any work on his own. Now it says that he worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and continued to moonlight on his own projects. So on his own projects. Moonlight means to do another job at the same time as your main job. So maybe you are a teacher in Saturday, but you moonlight as a private tutor for people at home. So this says he did not do any work on his home. This says he did continue to do. So the answer for question 10 is false. Question 11. The carbon microphone made Edison's phone louder. So let's look here. In 1876, Edison used the money to start his own laboratory. In 1877 to 78, he invented the carbon microphone. Okay, so carbon microphone is here, which made the sound for Alexander Graham Bell's new telephone louder. It's not Edison's phone that's louder. No, the phone belongs to Alexander Graham Bell. So this sentence is false. Last question. Edison invented the first item that could record sound. In 1877, Edison invented the phonograph, the first machine that could record and play sound. Could record sound? Could record sound. The first machine, the first item. So this answer is going to be true. So hopefully by watching this video, you've seen how to match the keywords in the question to parts of the passage and how to read those parts of the passage very carefully to make sure everything in a sentence is true or everything in a sentence is false. Remember, if half the sentence is true and half the sentence is false, then you have to choose the false answer because not everything in the sentence is true. So make sure you look at the true and false questions very carefully to make sure everything is true before you choose the true answer.